Alright guys, I wanted to show you real quick some of the framing that we did last weekend. I've got a video that I'm working on, but I want it to kind of all come out in one day of us like framing this together, and then once we get the wire up, we're going to have wire. We've got chicken wire, and then we've got this thicker wire. So like, we've got this really little wire, and then we have...
You can see some of this right up there.
Oh yeah, up here. We have it up here already. But that's the thin wire, and then we've got this as well that we're planning to use. And then Dad tilled around the base here. We're going to put flashing down in the ground so nothing can dig under. We've got to, of course, move all this wood. But we're going to have panels of this chicken wire. The really, I think this is what, 1/4 inch, Dad?
What's that?
This? Half inch wire. And we're gonna have this whole area is gonna be for the chickens all the way to the end here, and then this part at the end is not covered, but this part is with tin. And then we already had this building. This building was an emu barn, or well, coop, I guess, for lack of a better term. Emus lived here, and the opening is on the other side. But we thought, well, we already have this building, we're going to modify it and have chickens. So we made the run area part covered. About 1/3 of it is not covered. And then I'm planning to grow some fodder and stuff for them, and then I'll have stuff in here, and I'll probably put a tire here. We're going to have a little door here to let them out in, and then I am going to let them free range in the yard as well. So they won't just be in here forever. We're going to free range as well. Okay, so we're going to have 2 doors. This door for this opening will go into the coop itself, and then we're going to have a door right here so I can just go in here and open a door that will be on the inside here to let the chickens out into the run. And then this will be screened as well. And then this door, we're going to frame that for just a repurposed door that someone had given us. And that's where I'll go in to like collect the eggs and stuff. But I wanted a second space that would just go into the run so that I can come in here and rake all of this out and clean all of this when it's needed. So,
Well, it's roughly 9 feet from here to here.
okay.
And the distance between this post and this post is about 6 feet. And so you got another roughly 8 to 8.5 feet. So that's
On this
8,
part.
that's 14, roughly 15 feet from here to the tin building.
Okay. And then
So
9
it's
foot
15
wide.
by 9. And of course the building itself is 8 feet, so it's actually kind of at a tunnel a little bit, going kind of like that.
Okay.
The building itself is roughly 8 by 8 feet.
Okay.
And as you can see this right here, these posts right here, I actually had these steel beams that I collected and had stuff on top of it, and that's what these notches are for. And so my daughter had the wonderful idea.
Brownie points.
We'll see how wonderful it really is. But she had a wonderful idea of extending out from that, because we've never used that tin building for chicken coop, and we'll see how well it works out. I think it's going to work out good. And it may look crooked, but it's not. Right here is actually pretty plumb. That's not, but when it's all put together, it's pretty plumb and level, because the top right here is level. May not look like it, but it is, because of the landscape and so on and so forth. You know, deception of the eye type thing. So like she said, we're going to be putting the door over there. I'm going to make the door out of this treated wood. I'm going to make the door with this same 1/2 inch screen that we have here. And so when it's all said and done, it's going to look good. and I think it's going to be functional. The other thing is all the perimeter around this. I've tilled it, and then I'm going to take flashing, and so critters won't be able to dig underneath it. I'm actually going to push flashing down into the tilled part, probably 6 to 8 inches, if not deeper, as deep as I can get it, and then fill it back with dirt, and they won't be able to dig in underneath.
Hopefully.
You know, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to dig pretty deep.
Yeah.
But
We're
they're
trying
not
to predator
smart enough.
proof
They don't
this
have
as
the
well as we can.
intelligence that we have.
Right.
But
right.
but they do have a sense to dig, enough sense to dig underneath, but they're going to come up against a wall. And so hopefully it's going to be deep enough they won't be able to get underneath into there. That goes for snakes as well, because snakes like to go underneath as well.
Yeah. Well, and this wire that we're using to that's up here right now, that should be small enough to keep snakes out as well.
Yeah, and the other thing is that after I do all this on the bottom part and on the top, right here, you know, so you have a cross piece right here.
Oh, it's starting to rain.
Yeah, we have a cross piece right here. We're going to put the same wire on, but we're also going to put this other wire on top of that.
For stability.
And the
I'm gonna
purpose
strengthen it.
is so if a raccoon gets on top, guess what? He's going to be heavy.
Yeah.
And this right here is going to make it sturdier.
And then this is the door we're going to use for the coop part. I like it because it's got, it's see-through in the top, you know, so I'm thinking that'll help with egg production, hopefully, in the winter time next year, because they'll have a little more light than they normally would with that. And then we're also going to cut out some window panels like in the top there for ventilation, because it's not a ventilated space right now, so we're gonna have in the top there,
Right up here.
yeah,
Probably about this wide.
right,
About from here to
down to the
there.
end, and we're gonna cover that in this wire too, probably.
Yep. And also, do you want to talk to them about the little gaps, you know, where the ridges are?
Oh yeah. So I've seen that there's foam that you can get that's corrugated that you can go up in this. Do you guys, just in your experience as farmers and people with chickens, think that would be necessary to keep snakes and stuff out? Should I go ahead and do that? Or do you guys think that's necessary? I'm curious to get your opinion. So, go ahead.
I was going to say it's nice to meet you all again.
I probably won't use the other part because we kind of turned this into like a dad-daughter video. Okay, so... Okay, so I'm really glad you guys got to meet my dad and hang out with us today. We've had a lot of fun, but it is starting to rain and it's freezing cold, so we're going to go warm ourselves inside, and I'm going to have some hot tea. What are you having?
I don't know, but it's going to be hot.
And we're going to have some lunch, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.